Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to talk about UFC 303 in this video. Also, I wanted to say, if you're watching this video and it's later in the week, I will also be giving a free pick video going into UFC 303 either the night before or the morning of the fight. I'm flying out to Vegas tomorrow. I'll be there for International Fight Week, the Hall of Fame ceremony. I'll even be watching Canadian football from Vegas. So I am very excited about this weekend. We also have Pro Fight League. Super excited about that. While I'm mentioning Pro Fight League, Tyler Diamond is a great parlay piece. He's about a -190 favorite, I believe, right now. Tyler Diamond is a really good bet, and I wish I had slammed him in his first fight, but that's a guy that even in his losses looks really good, high level. He could be fighting in the UFC if he wanted to be. I don't know what the deal is with pay and whatnot. He probably makes a little more in PFL, I'd assume. But yeah, Tyler Diamond and PFL on Thursday night. I'm also gonna have Canadian football picks coming out. It's one of those deals right now, guys. I'm sure y'all are going through it with me, but like nights that we don't have Canadian football, I just feel empty inside. You know, I'm really just trying to get through the week, trying to get through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so we can get to Thursday and watch some Canadian football. CFL has been a game changer for me. Even though we are about break even on the season, I think we've made like 10 to 12 picks and we're probably down 1.5 units. So nothing crazy. Like CFL gives us potential to have just an explosive weekend where we get a 20 unit weekend. And that's all you can ask for in June, right? Once we get more games in college football and NFL, like it's gonna be easier to make money when we have more games. Obviously more opportunities, more players, you know, that obviously it's going to be better. But for now, the fact that we have Canadian football is amazing and I'm really excited for it. But in this video, let's talk about the main card on UFC 303. It's of course changed up a ton. I'm starting to second guess a lot of stuff after Sergey Pavlovich fucked me last week. But I'll go through these three fights. I want to go through MVP Ian Garry. One thing that has not changed is my confidence in MVP. If you look up his interviews, you can tell this is a man that's super confident, and you can tell Ian Garry is a guy that really does not want to fight MVP. He dismissed him. He said, oh, he's not going to get through Kevin Holland. Ian Garry was trying so hard to avoid this MVP fight. Ian Garry wants to fight Colby Covington. Colby's an easy fight for Ian Garry. Ian Garry's way bigger than Colby, way longer. I think he would just piece Colby up, fuck him up, kind of like we saw Edwards do, but even worse probably. Against MVP, it's another guy that's just as tall as Ian Garry, better at striking. That's my opinion. You know, some people will argue that Ian's better at striking, but we'll find out. And I'm taking MVP as a small underdog. Probably one of my favorite plays on the whole card, honestly. The fact that he's an underdog, I'm just so confident in him. I'm pumped. I think he has about a 60% chance of winning that, and to get him at +110, amazing value. I'm probably gonna just slam a bet with just MVP on it. Next up, Diego Lopez versus Brian Ortega. Ortega's a guy that's been in the top 3 for a while. He's really right there behind Volk and Max Holloway in the 145 division. And the thing with guys like him that fell to get the title, you know, he lost against Volk, it sucks and it demoralizes them. And when they go from contender to gatekeeper, you really got to watch out for their motivation levels. But he had one of his most impressive fights, his last fight, and there's also a new champ, and a new champ means that Ortega is going to get another crack at that belt because Topuria has the belt. Topuria and Holloway are going to fight for it. Regardless of who wins, if Ortega looks good here, he could be next in line. Obviously Volk is up there too, but Ortega goes right to #1 contender, whoever wins between Holloway and Topuria. So this is a #1 contenders level fight. There's so much on the line. You're gonna get the best Brian Ortega that you could possibly see. Diego Lopez, I'm hype on him. I made a lot of money on him. Full disclosure, guys, I actually have bet $2,000 on a long shot parlay, and one of the legs is Diego Lopez. But honestly, I might throw an Ortega bet in there to balance this out, because the more I think about it, the more I think it might be a trap here. where Ortega is the more polished fighter, Ortega is the more experienced fighter. Diego Lopez has had 3 wins in the first round in a row, which is impressive, but this fight's probably not getting finished early. If it goes 15 minutes, Ortega might kick his ass in the 3rd round. So I like Ortega there. That's going to be my pick right now. Please watch on fight day, because that one's kind of up in the air, but that's one that I'm really excited about. So let me know what you guys think. So I got MVP, I got Ortega, and then the main event, Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka. Yuri looked better in that first fight against Pereira, but Pereira found the knockout. My problem with Yuri is he took Pereira down, had Pereira on his back in that first fight, and he did not do enough damage in the first round. So if you're telling me if Yuri gets him on his back, we still have Pereira who can fight from his back, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, black belt. He got awarded his black belt at UFC 300. I'm really not scared of Yuri on the ground, and like ground and pound, and I'm damn sure not scared of him standing up. Now, I will say I am scared of him. I'm going to be nervous watching the fight, but when we're talking about Alex Pereira here, I'm taking Pereira there, and I laid -162 juice. So I laid a little bit of juice to get it. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be easy, but I just don't think that Yuri can get the finish, obviously, guys, but I think Yuri's going to win the rounds, and I think Pereira has 25 minutes to get the finish. And I just think with Yuri's style, where he has his arms down and shit, Pereira's going to find the finish within 25 minutes. So that's all I've got for this video. Hope you guys are having a good day. Don't really have any picks, nothing to gamble on today, unfortunately, but we've got a huge weekend coming up, so I wanted to touch base. I wanted to say what's up to you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Wednesday night, look out for that Canadian football free pick video, because Thursday, Canadian football is back on, and we're going to run it up on Prize Picks. That's all I've got for y'all. Good luck with your bets. I'll see you tomorrow.